Hello, and welcome once again to Family Historian. My name is Stephen Conti. Tonight we are going to explore an area of genealogy that most people shy away from: land record research. And joining me on tonight's show, I am very honored to have as my guest a man named Joseph Grabas. Joe is a professional title searcher who specializes in historic deeds. And on tonight's show, Joe is going to teach us how we can use land records in order to find our ancestors. And now let's welcome our own genealogist and personal real estate man, Joseph Grabas. Joe, welcome to my show.
Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate you having me here.
Joe, you know, I am guilty of those researchers who have ignored doing land record research because I was so afraid of doing it. It was so overwhelming. Tell me and my viewers what the importance is in doing this kind of research.
Well, you know, Stephen, the purpose for most people to come here to the United States, to America, was to seek their fortune, to have a better life, and chief among that is the ownership of land. In the colonial period, right up through the Revolution and our own New Jersey State Constitution, you had to own land in order to vote and in order to hold office. That's where the term freeholder comes from. So when you crossed over the ocean and you settled here, you needed to have land to become somebody. Otherwise, you were standing on the outside. You couldn't have status or power or wealth or influence. And so the land records are a documentation of those efforts by our ancestors, whether you came over in 1664 with John Ogden or whether you showed up in 1892 at Ellis Island. Everybody wanted to own land.
It's a good feeling to own land.
Absolutely. And this was something that wasn't available to most people on the other side of the pond.
Right. Now, have you found that many genealogists have shied away from this kind of research, and how can we help them out and convert them to this?
Well, you know, one of the reasons is, first of all, the incredible volume of land records. There are millions of deeds literally recorded in each county recorder's office. And so I think that alone is a little intimidating. But also the descriptions that are contained in them and the legalese that's used in the various documents is something that a lot of people say, well, I don't know if I want to go there. But it's really not that difficult. And if anything, it's the most accessible records that you can find. They are public records. They're available for everyone to come in and look at. And they're easy to get to. You just have to sort of know some of the little secrets and some of the little idiosyncrasies of the county clerk's office.
And you do teach title searching.
Yes, I do. I have an institute. It's called the Grabas Institute for Continuing Education, and I travel all over the state of New Jersey, and I teach everything from title transfers to real estate compliance to tidelands, all different sorts of things.
Right. And how I discovered you, Joe, was the title of your lecture that you give all over New Jersey and elsewhere. Can you tell our viewers the name of that title? It's
called Good Deeds, Discovering Your Ancestors in the Land Records.
Great, great.
And yes, I've traveled around to several genealogical societies and given that talk to them. And I think that hopefully we have a lot more folks out there digging through the land records.
Good. Thanks.